Guys, I got a confession. David Tennant is no longer my favourite Doctor. Peter Capaldi is.
Who are you and what have you done with Dr. Ood?
You're watching Friends of Ood-Kind Media Productions, and I'm Dr. Ood.
I'm Ood Delta.
Before we get started on this, guys, if you do enjoy our content and you do watch our channel regularly, please do hit that subscribe button and the notification bell and hit all.
If you finish this video and you have enjoyed it, why not hit that like button down below?
It really helps us out and it helps the channel out. But we're carrying on with the history marathon.
With the review of the Eaters of Light. Dr. Ood.
Hello!
May I ask you a question?
You can go ahead.
What do you think the plot of this episode is?
Okay, the plot of this episode is based on the theory of what happened to the 9th Legion of the Roman army. Historically, one of the most enduring legends of the Roman Britain concerns the disappearance of the 9th Legion of the Roman army. The theory is that 5,000 of Rome's finest soldiers were lost in the swirling mists of Scotland. What actually happens in this episode? What does that say? The 9th Legion of the Roman army.
Romans and the Scottish Mafia find the evil octopus dragon. Along with the Doctor and companions Bill and Nardole and a little bit of light, trap the monster in a different dimension. Some of the Romans and some of the Scottish Mafia go into the different dimension to make sure that the weird octopus dragon creature doesn't escape and devour the earth.
What scene or scenes did you enjoy most?
I enjoyed this scene where it was the second appearance with Bill and the Roman army, and she just sort of dropped the bomb and left it there. that was funny. I really enjoyed that. Another scene that I enjoyed more like in a short image was the one where it was a full body shot of the octopus dragon monster.
What can we call that? The OctoDragon monster?
Yeah, the OctoDragon. Yes, that's
the
what
OctoDragon.
Also, a character that stood out to me was the OctoDragon, because mainly of its design and its one-time villain thing. I really enjoyed that, and it had a dragon-like thing to it, and I like dragons, and that's why I enjoyed that scene, because it was the first full-body shot of that character, of the OctoDragon. What about you, Dr. Ood?
I actually quite enjoyed the going to battle scene. Peter Capaldi gave a hilarious speech calling Carr a single embryo. It's just very much
One single embryo.
I laughed my
and that's
butt off.
it. Also, we got a beanbag chair. It's very comfy.
The trapping the monster scene, I enjoyed that. For the plain reason, it was great CGI.
The shot where it was just the OctoDragon's leg going at the end of the episode.
Yeah, when
it was going up to the cave or something. How detailed that was! I love it. It was just.
Yeah, I mean.
It was complete perfection. It was like the perfect mix between a dragon and an octopus thing.
That's one thing about the Moffat era. He did have great CGI.
It has sort of a purplish, bluish tint to it, and I love that.
Missy in the TARDIS. I think that Michelle Gomez and Peter Capaldi have great chemistry, and I always enjoy watching, especially, I mean, Peter Capaldi can have chemistry with anything. That's the three that I enjoyed.
Are there any characters that stood out to you in this episode?
12th Doctor, obviously. Like I've mentioned, Peter Capaldi has great chemistry with anybody, but in this episode I love how grumpy he is. I love how knowledgeable he is.
Captain Grumpy.
I just think he's hilarious. He's funny.
It's Peter Capaldi.
Of
course he's gonna be.
Now Bill actually stood out to me in this episode. I think this is Bill's best episode actually. Great acting from poor Mackie. Bill was brave and she took the lead when she needed to, like in the cave with Roman army.
Yeah.
And she wasn't a cardboard character in this either. The gatekeeper, Carr, she stood out to me.
The single embryo.
Carr, the gatekeeper. Because she started off as like a whiny kid. Throughout the episode, the character grew into a character that I actually invested in, and I was actually quite upset when she could never come back to Doctor Who. The OctoDragon single embryo Missy.
That's a good enough answer. Oh yeah.
That can be cut completely, Lauren. Tie-ins.
The Roman army, that ties into the The Pandora opens in the Big Bang. That's what that ties into.
Yeah, Romans.
Going on with the topic of the Romans, that ties into a classic series story, the Romans. With the end of the episode with Missy, when the doctor said, "How do you think we got back from Mars?" That ties into the previous episode.
The Empress of Mars. Yeah. Okay, Scotland. It's not unheard of for Doctor Who to go film in Scotland. The Silurians, obviously, caves. The caves of Androzani, caves. It's a base under siege story as well, and that ties in with a lot of Doctor Who history is base under siege story. I call them BUS, B-U-S, base under siege stories. It's pretty much an original episode. If you had written this episode, would you have done anything different?
Nope. Just watch this episode and you'll see why.
I wouldn't do anything different either. It's a BUS story, base under siege story, and a history story. My two favourite kinds of Doctor Who stories with my favourite Doctor in it. Oh yeah, that's about going to do it for the Eaters of Light. Comment below, guys. Have you seen this episode? What do you think? Are we right? And also, like we said, if you did enjoy this, please do subscribe. But until then, guys,
always try to be nice
and never fail to be kind.